Hi, this is Joe Bruno, your instructor for Math for the Inquiring Mind. This is primarily for one specific student, and I made a video already. It was way too long, so I'm going to have to just give you the bare bones of how to get started with this problem for Module 6. It has to do with this table of values for various stocks, Procter & Gamble, GE, GM, Facebook, etc. So what's going on in the table? Whenever you're doing any data problem, you've got to first take a look at what you have, take a look at what you're trying to do, what is your objective, and stop and think for a minute. Just break it down. Don't think too hard. Just break it down basically what you're doing. It's just like before you drive somewhere, before you back into a parking spot, you need to look around, look at your mirrors before you back up. Where do you want to end up in the parking spot? Do you want to back in? Do you want to do a pull through? Do you want to park close? Do you want to park far away? Once you've narrowed it down step by step, then you need to look in your mirrors. Then you need to go slow, look around your car, make sure nobody's walking behind you, then you back in. Same thing with using data to make a table. What is this data anyway? Okay, so Procter & Gamble, this person has 42 shares of Procter & Gamble. Each share on March 31st was worth $62.63. So in your head you might think, okay, how much money was Procter & Gamble worth? How much money did this person have invested in Procter & Gamble on March 31st? Well, they had 42 shares times $62.63. So I don't know, $2,500 or something. Hey, check it out! I actually figured it out over here. $2,630.46. Is your assignment that you have to do that? No. I'm just telling you, just in case you don't know what the heck's going on. I'm just trying to help you out. How much? Okay, so they have 42 shares of Procter & Gamble. On April 30th, each share was worth $65.75. So that number, the value of each share, times 42 shares, okay, it comes out to $2,761.50. So that's how much money this person had in Procter & Gamble on April 30th. And I can do the same thing for May. The dollar value for each share times 42 shares, and that's how much money their Procter & Gamble was worth on May 31st. Okay, I want to just hurry up here. So just understanding what the heck is going on. We could do the same thing with their GE shares, multiply it by how much money each one was worth, and then that's how much money they had in GE. Actually, that would be a cool bar graph, wouldn't it? Ignore this PG. I wish I could erase that. Can I? Okay, good. How cool would it be to go to find out GE, the value of GE on March 31st? This times this. The value of GE on April 30th, this times this. This is Excel. Is there a shortcut? Can I use a formula to do this and then just scroll down and fill that formula in every box? Can I use a formula to do this and scroll down and fill that? Maybe. I don't know. Play around. That's your job. You're the student. Figure it out. But that information, if I continued with June and July and August and found the total value of these stocks, that would make a pretty cool bar graph. That would be a multiple bar graph. This would be the bar for Procter & Gamble. When I did the math for GE, I'd end up with another bar for GE, and I'd end up with another bar for GM, and another bar for Facebook, etc. And these bars would represent, again, what did I find here? The total value that this person owned of each company. Okay, so that would be one bar graph, and that would be informative and helpful. I would recommend taking this data and making it into a line graph. Hello. Let's see if the computer knows what I'm trying to do. It doesn't. Okay, so screw. I have to somehow highlight these tables. Yeah, undo. And then go. You could go insert. Recommended chart, a line chart. And then it shows the. Yeah, let me do that. Scatter plot, sure. And this shows how much value this was worth in April for this date, and this date, as it's March 31st, May 1st, and May 31st, or April 31st and May 31st. It makes a line graph. We can see how it's increasing. So that might be a cool idea. Make a line graph out of these values. Lots of ideas. So the key here is this table that you were given by itself, you can't just use it to make a bar graph like that. So That's what this student did. I can tell from these bars. Take a look at the PG bars when I do this. I take that 42 and copy it in here, 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 here. They all say 42. So all the Excel understood was to take all these values and just plop them into a table. And that's pretty meaningless so far. And the student who made this knows that, and that's why they asked me this question. Great question. Okay, so there you go. I want to leave you with this quote. The most frustrating thing about a computer is that it does exactly what you tell it to do. And that's what happened here. It just took these numbers and made this random meaningless bar graph out of it. You got to take these numbers, make your own table that has a little more meaning based upon your thinking about it and understanding it. Make a table that shows your understanding, and then take that table and make some kind of a graph out of it. And you'll be on track for this assignment.